初見ですアンダーバーアンダーバー。
初見詐欺は認めておりません。っていうか来るの早っ。笑う。あれじゃ。話を聞きに行かなきゃいけないんだよな。次の場所。
一見は拒否かよアンダーバーアンダーバー。
一見じゃないだろ、何言ってんだ。
暇人なのですアンダーバーアンダーバー。
暇人ならボイチャツ来るか。ボイチャ作ってもええんやで。
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go
全
any
国
further,
のル
please
ート
know
ファ
that
ン
my
に嫉妬
husband
されちゃ
died
う。
yesterday.
それは
That
ない
is
から安心
precisely
したまえよ。
what brings me here.
Well,
Ora.
well, look
Kyatto
who's
じゃん。
here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating France's death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Ah. すげえ、心理学できない。
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
話術テストする。すごいなぁ。すごいなぁ。私は関係ないんですって。助けることは無理だと思うんだけどな。まあまあ、どれにしよっかな。元凶がどこなのかいまいち分かってないんだけど。
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you
これは
expect
失
of
敗
me,
した感じが
and
あ
then
る。
leave.
解除されたこと。
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself,
ギャラリーに飾って
if
あ
you
る
feel
の？
so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
いろいろと調べられる。
Did she really care for him after all?
愛することはできかねます。だよ、こちらで処理する。はあ。遺体は返してもらえないと。なんか触れる。
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
へえ、あ。え、お。ここで入れると。なんと。いやいやいやいや。あ。もう長押しするとたまに行き過ぎちゃうんだよな。
A house of artists.
家の主の前で勝手に物色し始める探偵の鏡。
せやで。
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
すごい、絵画だけすっごいモヤモヤしてる。絵画全体モヤモヤしてる。もやもややや。あ、
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
すっごくこの絵売るの嫌だったんだろうな。
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
もやにゃーにゃ。
もややや。まだなんかあるの？あ、これか。オカルト。あ、 うわ
The
自分
shamrock.
でお目目引っこ抜い
I
た
need to see it.
自分でお目目引っこ抜いた。これはやったー、医学上がった。
3チェックです。
超気になる。音外しまくっとるやないけこれ。なんか一瞬絵がもやってした気がする。ちら。
なんだただの音
Let's see
痴か
what
アン
this
ダーバーア
cylinder
ンダ
has
ー
to
バー。
say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
蓄音機に入れてシリンダーを聞いてみる。
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
はい、終わり
人
ました。
に目で勝手にやりすぎで
Can't
草。
think anymore.
お、終わ
I
ってな
can't
かった。
hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
どんだけさらにマイマシー言うとんねん。ドア開けてみよう。ギャラリーってどこだよ。これ入り口じゃない。入り口か。一瞬回ってきた。勝手に人んちの部屋に入ろうとする。ここも開いてないんじゃん。ですよね。早くギャラリーに行けよってね。あら。
A strange Amerindian pendant.
おオカルトが上がる。おクジラと
I could use one
魚
of
に
those.
雪ってなんだっけ。また睡眠薬じゃん。睡眠薬多いな。
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
何があったんだよ。譲るの売るのを拒んでたのに。
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. こじ開けろ的なのが出てきとるんだが。お、地味に医学が上がっていく。読む。わーい。わーい。 I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
なるほど。開けることできんの？ワンチャン試して開くんですね。あ、これないと入れないパターンだったんじゃないですか。ロッカーに隠れられるぞ。なんでだ。何から隠れようって言うんだ。すごいな。ギャラリーがすごいな。うん。
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
あ、目的の絵画見つけた。あ、もうちょっとなんかいろいろと探索させてえな。オイル補充ができる。なんでここでオイル補充ができるの？
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
結構武器が多いの。特に何もない感じか。
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
全体はアートギャラリー。アートギャラリーね。特にあとは何もなさそうな。何もなさそうな気が。目的のとこ行きますか？行きますかっていう前になんか落ちてる。
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
なんだこれ。なんかあの担当どっかで見たような気が。なんか似たような担当なかったっけ？なかったか。気のせいか。いや、ちょっと見に行くだけ見に行って。
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
この武器似てる気がすると思っただけで、はい、目的の場所行きます。これですね。わわーいわわーいなんかもやもやしてる。あ すごく嫌な予感しかしない。うわーい。
What the hell was that?
今のはなんだって言われてもさ。ちょ。えファイ
終わった。
あ、終わった感がすごくある。あ、終わった感がすごくある。これ終わった感がすごくある。これ終わった感がすごくある。クローゼットに隠れますって言われるって無理だろこれでも。いや、どこ行ったほい。あ、この見た目すっごく嫌だ。で、これどうすんの？超怖い。あんま隠れてちゃダメな気がする。これどうすんの？BGM うるせえ。BGM がすごくうるさい。ちょっと待って。なんで急にデトバになってんだよこれ。マジでちょっと BGM がうるさいんですか？あ、これ終わった。これ終わった。これ終わった。終わりー。
デトバイクトゥルフ。
マジでここどうしたらいいのかわかんない。マジでこれどうすんの？やば。
新キラーと新サバイバーですね。
あ、だい。触ることすらできない。どうすんだよこれ。
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
案件は使えるかもしれない。あ、ちょっと待って。それってもしかしてこっちの方。
This dagger looks different.
これだ。これなのか。あ、これ無理な気がする。使い方がわかりません。使い方がわからない。これ持って逃げる的な感じ？それとも海外に行け的な感じ？わかんないよ。ヒント少なすぎだろ。 はい、こっからだ。いやーです。
What the hell was that?
出てきた絵を指すんじゃない。
だよね、なんか絵に向かっていってもいい気がしなくもない。あいつどこ行った？こっちにいない。あ、いた。
Down. This dagger looks different.
まっすぐ来てる、まっすぐ来てる、まっすぐ来てる。いやー、いやー。こっちか？ここか？これだ。あ、来た。あ、ちょっと帰るときは一人で帰ってちょっと帰るときは一人で帰って。いや、お手手が侵食されてますけれども。戻ってきた。
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more
いや
interesting?
ー、面白いことあったわ。面白いことあったわ。
I was attacked by a creature.
絶対これ
Pushed it
頭
back.
おかしいと思われるパターン。
I think so too.
うん。
You knew. You knew
頭がお
about
か
the
しくなっ
beast.
とる。
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
ただより怖いものはない。
This symbol on the dagger, it was all over Sanders' cell. It's what protected him. It's what protected me, too. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
なんじゃいの。いやー、クトゥルフでした。うん、クトゥルフだった。リアル産地削れるわ、これ。わあ。
Where's the bookseller?
ふう。なんか変なものじゃない時点で安心感を
Freud's
得
The
る。
Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
差がついて
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
物色。これなんかシンプルに、牧師夫人の日記足らない気がする。日記3、4。やっぱ一どっかで見落としてるなぁ。うん。第4巻。店内物色。医学上がるんじゃないですか。
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
出た。へへへへへへへへへ。わあ、回転できた。マレウス。
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
オカルトやらなんやらがどんどん上がってく。これ明かりつけてた方があれか探索しやすいか。探索しやすそうだな。これぐらいかな。どうかなんかある。特に何もない。特に何も何もない。
What happened here?
入りまーす。
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
はあ。強盗に入られてるじゃないですか。いや。
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
お腹を押さえてる。なんだ。違うは特に。
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
あ、なるほど。落としたよっていう。いっぱいあんな。
What killed all these animals?
生き物たち、あ、ネズミか。
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime
自
scene?
分の道 出ている。あ、バールね。
What happened that made the burglar flee
あ
before
ー、開い
finishing his work?
た。そしてなぜかマークがある。ちょっと近寄れない。バルド。
What the? Charles
こ
Hawkins?
れはあら、どっかで見た覚えが
What's
あるよ
happening
う
to
な。
Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
弾かれた。
Sarah Hawkins
Nada.
helped hide something in this safe.
弾かれただと。
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
危険に巻き込まれている。重大事故。貴重な書物を手にするかよ。金庫の中で鍵番号の手がかりは3本のシリンダーによる。それぞれギリシア世界で生命と交わる場所に隠されている。かの番号は秩序通りの。長い。友人同僚であるミスカトニック大学のアーミティッチ教授。その人のところに行くのだろうか。わかりませんがな。まだなんかあるの。
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
うん。医学が地味に上がってく。
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
睡眠薬みんな飲みすぎでしょう。しまいたいね。
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
あれ古き紙。あ、古き紙か。はっ、ルルイエの鍵のファイルって。はっ、あ、そっか。あ、これ鍵回せんの？あ、回せるんですね。ちょっと待って。なんだっけ。いやーいやー、なんだって？ギリシャ世界で生命と科学が交わる場所に隠されている。あ？なんかどっかにあんの？なんか、あ、いっぱいある。
Arkham editions.
アメリカ。
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
ヨーロッパ。
Another volume by Arkham editions.
アーカム文書。
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
なんかの本が。オペラ一応。あ、 アーカムばっ
Another
かりや
volume
の。
by Arkham Editions.
あ
Arkham Editions? Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
アーカムばっかりじゃないですか。やだ、もう。みんなアーカム大好き。ギリシャのやつ。あれなんか、おや
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide.
シリンダー。
I should perhaps
Ah,
listen to them.
123もシリンダーのいくつかあるうちのシリンダーのなんたらかんたらって言ってたな。言ってたな。
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
はあ。シリンダーこれで全部なのかな。あれ。
The Chalice of Knowledge.
知識の聖杯。
あざとーす。
知識の聖杯。知識と言ったら彼ですね。ちょっと待って、リアルヒントが足んないからこういう謎解きっていまいち分かってない。なんだっけ3本のシリンダー。3本のシリンダー。シリンダーには数字が振られている。シリンダーには数字が振られている。でってことは1、2、3あるけど、いまいちよく分かってないのだが、シリンダーが3本あるのは分かった。それがヒントなのも分かった。聞いてみたところで、もう一回聞いてみる。
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
シリンダーの順番ってことなのかな。 いやー、どうなんだこれ。あったあったあったあった。シリンダーが隠されてるところがあそこだよっていうのがあるか。整理された混沌を好むにしても最後に勝つのは道理であると。叶うものあるいは天才ということに金庫の番号を解き明かすことができそうならっていうか。123のシリンダーの数字でしょ。それとこれとは何なんだ。
Drake talked about a particular volume.
これ全部同じもんだった
So
のか。
these
さ
are
っ
the
き
volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say
ミ
about
スカ
this
トニック
collection?
大学何かが
ミスカトニック
Drake talked about a particular volume.
ミスカトニック大学アーカム文書アーカム
So these are the volumes that
世界へ
Drake was
ようこそ。
talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
数字があるとしたらこれここか。字幕のオペラ
Drake talked about a particular
ソ
volume.
ロモン
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
第8巻
第8巻だからといってそれがそうとは限らない。いやー、番号わかんないよ。適当にやっちゃおう。適当にやっちゃおうと。これどこに動かすの？ああ、あはは。これか。コルクじゃない、シリンダーのやつって言ったらこれぐらいしかないですよね。誰かこういうの詳しい人教えて。とりあえずこの123の中でどれかしら当たるんじゃないかっていう考え。この考え。へへへへ。あれ確認わからんわからんわからんわからんよわかんないわかんないマジでわかんないなんなんだよ
10の3乗で1000通りの組み合わせがあるぞ。
それいつになったら終わるんだよシリンダーに答えが入ってるかもしれないでしょ。シリンダーに数字が振られている。回転させてみてみよう。これシリンダー3ですよ。そんなまさか的なね 回転させてよく見てみよう。0342回転させたところで何もなかった。クトゥルフだと大体裏に何か書いてますとかって、そんなのなかった。聖杯。
蓋に書いてない。
蓋にも書いてない。蓋に書いてない。蓋はあれだよ、シリンダーの番号だよ。1、2、3って、あれ？
The Queen has little protection.
あん？
数字みたいなの書いてなかった？
The chalice of knowledge.
いや、そんなまさか。ルビー・サファイアに特定のモチーフがあるのだろう。宝石が調べ。3、4、5。聖杯赤、1、2、3。どこから数えてたのか分かんなくなる。1、2、3、4、5。聖杯5個。聖杯5、5、10。5、聖杯1、赤、ルビー 5？ クイーンの守り？クイーンの守り？クイーンの守り？チェスのクイーンってどれだっけ？王冠があるやつだっけ？
The Queen has little protection.
クイーンの守りが少ないような気がする。クイーンキャッスル？キャッスルがあれだよな。白と黒。キャッスルナイトもあるでしょ。キングがそれ？クイーンが上？ゼロ？聖杯。聖杯、チェス。本。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。8巻。全8巻。全8巻。8巻。
多分メッセージの中にヒントがある。
聖杯。聖杯。
And these red drops, like precious
尊い
stones,
石のよう
lie
にそして見事な金で
set
固定
in
されて赤い
divine
雫。
gold. To be the
水滴。
guardian of the Grail does not protect
多分
me
これ
from
が
its attraction.
ルビーの数
And I
だ。
do confess it.
ルビーの数。
I am willing to pay to know
こ
its
れ
secrets.
508じゃね？なんとなく。508じゃね？ 508じゃね？おお。0。違うのか？あれか？クイーンか？クイーンのやつがわからん。クイーン、あ、違う。はいはいはい。もう一回聞きます。はい、もう一回聞き
I
ま
finally
す。
understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers.
仲間が戦
I
える
see
よ
our
うに
number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
白いクイーン。白いクイーン。白いクイーン。2番。違う。これじゃない。違う。1、2、3、4、5、 8巻、全8巻。全8巻。ルビーの数。クイーンを守っている数じゃないの？いや、これチェスの横にあるのってダメだよ。使えるやつだっけ？
The
これだっ
chalice
て
of
正解
knowledge.
は俺ここでいい1、2、3、4、5。ルビーの数5個だよな。ルビーの数は5個だよな。5個でいいとして、なんかいいとこまで行ってる気はするんだけれどもな。こっちとかじゃない。右からやるとか。積むもう一回聞く。もう一回聞く。
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
9巻？ここにあるの8巻しかないぞ。あ、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。9？ 下がんじゃった。あ、9でした。はい。つらー。つらー。いろいろとつらー。なんだよ。なんだよ、その点々点は。あ、もう、やだ、こういうの。
3チェックです。
絶対この探偵さん、現実世界には戻ってこれないだろうな。これ見てる人全員3チェックです。振っていいですよ。小気度チェック。人の皮で作られた本だったの？
1D100。
ファンブルでも出してしまえ。
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
音
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake,
あ
can
ら
you hear me?
マリ
I'm
コールデ
Dr.
になってる
Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him.
反
He's
応がないよ
catatonic.
うだ
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's
Not that
not
bad.
possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told, after inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
不眠症の患者多すぎだろ
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
わかりません
Very well. I'll examine him.
後ろの帽子かぶった男がずーっと喋りまくってる。
まあ
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia.
フィッツロイ船長
Erythematous
喋り
papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign
体内
body.
に何かいるって言っていること自体怖く
His skin shows
What?
abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to
乾
feature
燥
a
が
slight
直訳で辛
ring
辣
under the
わら。
skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
全部選べるんだろうかなるほど
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion.
いつまで
I've
フ
even
ィッツロ
gone
イ船
beyond
長
the
喋って
recommended
ん
dose
だろ
to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him
う
earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes, they can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
柔ら
Look at
か
these
い。
sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
そうなんでも人頼りにするのや
It would
め
seem
よう。
there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
お腹空いて出てきたのがギャーだったらどうすんだろ
I
う。
almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No,
いやー、宇
This
宙人の
poor
方が
man
ま
is
だ
from
優
our
しい気
world,
がする。
but his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
皮が終わったようだ。
May I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not?
あなたは通常ではありえない患者の症状に気づいてしまいました。3
What
チェック
have
で
you
す。
seen to put you in such a
リア
state?
ル3チェックが進んでいく。すごいな。彼をモンスターに変えてしまったんですよ。
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us, and I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
さてた、やっぱなんか事務所に入る的なのが出てる。 ーキャラクターが変わったのだが、これ以下に。
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
知らない薬多すぎだろう。っていうか、睡眠薬多すぎだろう。
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
クトゥルフサイドに落ちるルートあるのかな。
どうなんだろう。ルート的なものがあるのかどうか未だわかんない
Chronic
からな。
insomnia. Like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
なんやなんや。
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
はい。
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
花粉症なのに来たのか。結構広いな。
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
背中骨折。
What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
花粉症で
Doctor,
入
that
院。
you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden.
ne.
Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
なんか見覚えのある人たちが多くね。あらー。
Mrs. Sanders?
サンダース、夫人。見覚えのある人たちが多いの。
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
ボイラー室の鍵持ってかないんかーい。あと何かあるってわけでもなさそうな気が。
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find a cause for such a widespread trouble.
不眠症って辛そうだな。
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds.
拘束しすぎじゃない？
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
ここら辺にはあら、なんか見覚えのある人がいる。
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
同じ食事。びっくりした。
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the sketch. Jill, she's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing.
ここなんだ。あ、戻ってきた。
Oh well.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
お風呂。
What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
まあ、いろいろと。外に出られる。完全探索の域。特に何かがあるってわけでもないのか。とりあえずいろんな人に
I have
話
little
しか
time
け
for
る
you,
か。
Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
なんとそっちに行っちゃダメだと言われ
Mrs.
た。
Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
顔声。
顔声。あー、サブ目標。あ、フラの事務所ってここなんすね。はーい。どうにかしておばちゃんを動かさないといけないと。フラー。3人して見張られてる。
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
ボイラー室だった。あれ、人いなくなってる。
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
顔怖いおばちゃんをどかすミッション。
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
マジで在庫カラッカラやん。なんだよ。
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
トイレ掃除ご苦労様です。
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Martin. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
確かに大丈夫だっ
Are you
た。
talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
ヒポクラテス。あ。トロフィー。ヒポクラテス、トロフィー。
Dr. Colden.
特に何もない。
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
何かない。
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
何をしてたんでしょうかね。
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Master. 嘘が下手ですね。
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're
みんな
terrible.
悪夢のせいで寝れてないだけじゃないのか。
You're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
なんか怪しいんだよな、フラー先生もな。
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
患者なんて、まあ確かに患者ほとんどいないけど。
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
さて、事務所に入るためにはどうするべきか。
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
まあどうせこれ
Let's
入
hope
ろ
I
うと
can
して
go
も
through
無
the
理でしょう
administration
ね。
office.
どの晩動かすためにどうしたらいい？どうするか。開けるとここに。
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
独り言？
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
ボイラー室。てかボイラー室がなんでここにあるんじゃ。
The door to the boiler room is locked.
なんか会話できる
Dr. Colden?
人いる？いない。特にない。
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
特に
The
な
key to
い。
the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
ヒントが少なすぎて困る。つくづく困る。
Dr. Colden?
I'll be
何も
going.
ない。何もない。
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
何もない。何もない。何もない。
Do you want something?
特にない。ドノバンを引きつけるために何かあんのかな？何かがあるってわけではなさそうなんだが。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Yeah. なんかないんかな。この人たちと話しかけることはできない。できない。ボイラー室、ボイラー室。特にないでしょ。
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
Once again.
Can't you do...
Donovan takes her and...
さあ、事務所に入るためにドノバンを引きつけなきゃいけない。そのための何かがどこかに何かないのかな。ここキッチン。ふふふふ。この人に話しかけられない。そうでもな、これボイラー室の鍵だもんな。なんかないんかな。何が足らないのかがわからんの。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a...
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut
足りない
off
も
this
のは
morning. I
INT だ
had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
お、水を止める。ということはボイラー室にこれで入れるようになるのでは。これで持ってくようになるのでは。あ、やっぱり。
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
よっしゃー、進んだー。ボイラー室すっげえ散らかってんな。ほい。力が足りません。
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
遠くね。あ、いなくなってる。だってあるじゃん。早っ。目星一発成功ですね。とやこれで水を
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
で、エリザベスの元に戻る。
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
ボイラー室開けっぱなしだけどな。
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
よし。
年のいった魔女わら。
これで入れる。
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
ふふふふ、さあ物色タイムじゃ。
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
蓄音機がある。
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
あれは電話じゃ。
ああ。いら。これ違うのかい。こ
I've unlocked
できた。
patient files. I was right.
なんか開いてるわけではない。シリンダー見つけたから。
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Hi.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
全員イニシャルがエッチ。
何かここで探せって。どこ？あったたたたたたたたたたたたたた。
Why is Ethan on medication?
まだ探すものがあるっぽいが、どこじゃ？あった。
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
女性の指。あとは特にないのか。あ、蓄音機が反応している。反応しているわけではない。あ、ここか。
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Hey. 精神病棟に降りる。あ、下に降りるってことか。カンカンカンカンカンカン。あれ、ちょっと待って、今のスキルってどうなって。ピアスじゃないからほぼほぼプロ並みになってる。精神病棟に降りる。びっくりしたー。
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
あやー。というところでピアスに戻ってきた。
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn
バッドエンドです。
Slowly.
アルチャーノンドレイク。
Talk, filthy thief!
Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
話さないなら撃つぞ。いやいやいや。
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
この人、酒場にいた人だ。
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
オカルトマス。オカルトあげたいけど。
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Necronomicon?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
マジで。
All right. All right. I might
命
need
を
you
左
after
右
all.
します言われた。
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
あ、絶対正気失うやつだ。
ネクロノミコンはやばいって。あれ、多分厳重に保管されてたってことは、ワンチャン、あれ本物かもしれないっていうやつじゃないの？やばいもんに手出してんな。やばいもんに手出してんな。正気失うやつっていうか、正気保ってられないやつ。意味理解しちゃったらやばいやつ。ということで、ちょっとここで私は休憩するかな。区切り良さげだし。いやー、気になる。続きが気になる。いい。うん。とりあえずこのロードが終わってからにするか。
僕もエースコンバットやってこよ。
エースコンバットってらっしゃい。ということでまた時間あったらブロキャしてもいいな。
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
はい、続きはまた今度。